Hello friends, my name is Neha. I represent oRRbit software and today we are here to cover the petrol pump management software. Just to give you an overview, I will be trying to give you a small and very brief overview of how this can be helpful to achieve day-to-day tasks easily in very efficient manner. By using this petrol pump management software, we will replace the traditional management like manual register works, by which we can reduce our working time. In this software we can manage billing, accounting of petrol pump, and we can manage the sale and purchase of products and lube items, and we can generate the bill automatically. In this software we can manage staff attendance and staff salary according to the attendance. And we can generate different type of reports in this software like monthly report, sale report, daily report. In this software we have some settings available in the master section like company details. In this section we can register the company details by adding the details here. We have to enter the details and you can see the star marks, which are the mandatory fields. You can enter all the details. After that you can upload the logo by selecting the image, and you can save this details so that the company details will be saved. In the product section we can enter the product name and opening stock of the product. In the opening stock we can add the current available stock of product of the day when we are entering the data of the product. Also we can add it and delete this detail. And in the oil price we can set the oil price per day, because oil prices changes per day, and when we are setting the oil price here it will automatically show the oil price in product sale and nozzle details. And in a create nozzle we can create nozzle with its product and its first opening reading, and we can also add the status like active and deactive if the nozzle is active or deactive. After that we can save this record, and in create nozzle we create a nozzle according to the product, and the first opening we are setting here we can see that in the opening reading field of nozzle details. And in the notice we can add the details of the notice here, and we can set the date and time of the notice. After that we can save the detail and send the SMS. And we can add the user in user control. To add the user we have to select the date. After that we have to enter the person name, username, password and confirm password. And after entering this we have to select the feature which is listed below. You can see this, and we are selecting the features to give the access to the user so that they can work on the given section. After that we can save this, and once the user is saved they can log in the software by using their login ID and password and do their work in the software on the sections in which we have given them access. We can also change the username as you can see here, and we can change the password here, and we can back up the data which is stored in the database and from the local drive and cloud mail, and we can also restore the data. And the entry section contains the party. Here we can add the party details. To enter the party details we have to enter the name, mobile number and address. After that we can save this detail. We can also add it and delete this details here, and When we are adding the party details here, we can directly select them in the sale and loop sale sections. And from the product entry, we can enter the details of measurements of the products. First we have to select the date, and after that we can select the product, the dip water and the dip stock, and it will show the total liter. We can also add the received liter and amount, so it will show you the total stock difference here. We can save this record. Let me show you some examples. This record I have added before, so you can see here it will show the stock difference here. And in the nozzle details, we can enter the overall details in the one page. To enter the details, firstly we have to select the date, then we have to select the shift, which is full day and day and night. Here it is a shortcut of product entry and oil price is given, and in product entry we can enter the details of the measured stock of dip and water if present, and if we have received some liter we can enter this and its amount. Then we can see the total stock and stock difference here as we discussed before, and we can set the oil price here if it is not set. In nozzle detail, as you can see, the opening reading of the product is showing here. We have to add the closing reading. By adding the closing reading, it will show the difference in liter and the total amount of the product. And we have taken out the product for testings, then we can add the quantity of that product in testing liter. Then the amount and net liter and amount will automatically show here. We can select the staff if it is present in that particular nozzle, and we can see the different type of payment method which is given here, like credit, POS, UPI, CBI card, SBI card, HP Pay, expense, cash amount, and the total cash amount will show here. And if we want to add the details, so we can add the details from the plus buttons of different payment method, as you can see. If you want to add the particular nozzle amount details, you can add here in the different payment section. In loop total, we can add the details of loop sale by this plus button. We have to enter the date, shift, payment type, which is cash and credit. We have to enter the party details, and we have to select the lube item, and after that we have to enter the rate and quantity. Then amount will automatically show. We can add discount, and we can add the GST amounts here, and it will show you the total amount. After that the total amount will show here. If we select the cash, then it will be showing the paid amount, and if we select credit, then it will show the total amount in due amount. If we select credit, then we can select the due date. After that we can save the detail of lube item. And in the density, we can enter the density of the product, and in expenses we can enter the expenses details here by plus button. To add the expenses, firstly we have to select the date, and we have to select the shift, and we have to enter the name, mobile number and address. We can enter the purpose of the expenses and amount. After that we have to select the nozzle, and we can save the expenses details here. And in a credit amount, we can add the details of the product which is sold out in credit from this plus button, and we have to select the date, shift, sale type, which is showing credit here, we have to enter the name, mobile number, address. We can add slip number, vehicle number, trip pay amount. After that we have to select the product and enter the quantity, rate of the, and rate will show automatically if it is added, and we have to enter only the quantity. Then the amount will show here, and if we want to add some more product, then we can add from here plus button, and we can select the due date here. And after that we have to select the nozzle, then we can save this record. And if we want to upload some document or slip, then we can upload from this upload button. Then the credit amount details will be saved here. Then in a POS machine amount, we can add the details of products which are sold in a POS machine. So we can enter the details here, credit amount and POS machine amount. We can also enter the UPI payment amount, CBI card, SBI card, HP pay amount here from the plus buttons which is showing here. And the cash amount will show here. And in the salary, we can add the details of the salary which is given to the staff. To add a salary, we have to click on the plus button. After that we can select the staff, then the salary amount will show here. We have to select the month, then its salary calculation will show here according to its present days. Then we can enter the paid amount. Then we can add description here, and we have to add the shift. After that we can save this record. Then the amount will be show here. And in the plus and minus, we can add the differences in the price of the oil fluctuation. And in collection from credit, we can enter the amount which is collected of the credit. In the note details, we can calculate the amount by entering the note and the account number. Then the amount will be show here, and total amount will show here. We can also add multiple rows here. And in the temporary, we can add the details of temporary and purpose and the amount. And also we can add multiple rows here. We can delete this too. And in the cash deposit, we can add the details of the amount which is deposited by the staff. To add it, we can click on the plus button to add, and we have to select the date. We can select the staff, and time will be shown automatically, and we have to enter the amount and remark we can enter. After that we can save this record. The total amount will show here, and the day shift cash amount, if it is selected, if we are entering the details in shifting wise like day and night, then the day shift cash amount will show here. If we select full day, then the day shift cash amount will showing 0, and the grand total amount will show here. After that we can save these details and print this all the details of nozzles. So let me show you the example which I have entered for the demo purpose. And so here I have selected the full day, and I have entered all the details here, as you can see. And the cash amount is showing here, and I have added the density, expenses, credit amount, POS machine amount, and UPI and SP pay. And after saving these details, we can also print these details. Which will look like this. You can also print this and export this in a PDF. And in the lube purchase, we can add the lube purchase details here. To add the lube name, we can add the lube name from the new lube. We have to enter the lube name. After that we can save this, and to add the details here we have to enter the date, name, address, mobile number of party, and we have to select the bill type, which is cash and credit. And if we select cash, then we don't have to enter the name, and we can select the lube item from here in the drop down. After that we can enter the rate, quantity, amount of the lube, and the amount will be automatically show, and we can enter the discount, CGST, SGST, and the total amount will be show automatically. After that we can see if we selected cash, then the total amount will show in a paid amount, and if we select credit, then the total amount will show in the due amount. And if we select credit, then due amount will show here. Then we have to select the due date. After that we can save this details of lube purchase. And in lube sale item we have already covered this under the nozzle details, and now in the purchase section we can enter the purchase of the product details here. To add the purchase detail, firstly we have to select the date, shift, which is full day, day, night. We can select the purchase type, which is cash and credit. We have to enter the name, mobile number, address. We can enter the slip number, vehicle number, and trip pay amount. Then we have to select the product from the drop down. After that we have to enter the quantity, rate will be automatically show, and amount will be automatically show here. We can enter the discount if we give them discount, and we can add CGST, SGST, IGST in the total amount, and we can also add row if we are adding multiple details. Then after that if we selected the purchase type cash, then the total amount will show in the paid amount, and if we selected credit, then the total amount will show in the due amount. And we can see the CGST, SGST amount here. And if we selected credit, then we have to select the due date here. And if we want to upload some document or slip, then we can upload it from the upload button. Then we can save these details and print the receipt. Let me show you some examples. As you can see here, I have added some for the demo purpose. I have selected payment type cash, and the total amount is showing in the, and here CGST is showing because I have added CGST amount. And after that we can save this and we can print this. Now you can see here it will show this. You can also print this receipt. And the sales section we have already discussed in the nozzle details. Expense we have already discussed, and in the staff details we can add the staff details here which are working in the petrol pump. And to enter the details we have to add the staff name, mobile number, date of birth, date of joining, salary amount. And if we want to upload some their document, then we can upload, and after that we can save these details. And in the shift wise staff we can add the date of shift and the staff name in which they are working. We can select they are working in day, then we can save this, so the record will be saved here. And in the staff attendance we can enter the staff attendance here. We have to select the shift. After that we can search, we can mark them present, half attendance or absent, and we can enter the remarks that why they are absent. And if it is holiday, then we can check the holiday, then enter the holiday name. After that we can save this attendance record, and in salary we have already discussed this in Nozzle Details, and in the bank details we can enter the bank details here, and we can also enter the transaction types and amounts, like we are adding the details of transactions in the bank. And in calibration date we can add the calibration date. Here we have to enter the item name, date and description. It will remind us for the maintenance of the petrol pump. And in the pay section we can enter the details of amount which we have paid to someone. So to add these details we have to enter the date, name, mobile number and pay amount, and we can enter the remark or details. We can also upload the slip here and save this record. And in receive we can add the details of if someone has paid to us and we have received the amount from someone, then we can enter the details in the receive section. To enter the details we have to select the date and enter the name, mobile number, receive amount and details. We can also upload the slip from here and we can save this details. And cash deposit by staff we have already discussed. And in the summary bill we can generate the summarized bill of party by selecting the date and the party name. We have to select, we can also generate the summarized bill of the products which are sold in a credit from here. Let me show you the example. This is the bill type credit, and this person has taken the product in credit, so we have generated this bill, and we can also save and print this bill. You can see and in a report section we can see the monthly summary sale report, and we have to enter the date here, and then we have to select the product. Then we can search this report. So this is the report. As you can see, that month, year and product name is showing, and the date is showing here, and sale by rate, sale by rupees and total sale by rupees. You can also print this and export this in the PDF, this report. And in monthly summary, monthly report, we have to enter the date, then we have to select the product, and we can click on the show button. As you can see, the monthly report is printed here, and we can see the month, year, product and date, total stock, sale, pump test, cumulative sale rate and total amount is showing in this report. We can also print and export it in the PDF. We can also enter the daily sale report from here. We have to select the date and the product name. After that we have to enter these details. Let me show you one example. I have added in the software for the demo purpose. I have added this, and let me show you the print of this. As you can see, the date, dip, stock and water which is present in a dip is showing, and the product total stock, opening stock, how much liter we have received, and the total stock is showing. And we can also see the sale by meter, pump test, net sale by meter and cumulative sales. We can also see the variations of the product. We can also print this report and export in the PDF. And in the shift record we can search the shift record which will show the grand amount. Let me show you and search. It is showing the date, shift and the grand total amount. Here we can see the stock of the product here, which is showing, and we can also see the lube stock which is showing here. We can check the ledger of a person according to the date and the party name, in which we can see the receive amount, pay amount, balance, opening balance and net balance. And we can also print the ledger. And in a day book we can also see the details of paid amount and receive amount and the purpose according to the date. We can also print. And in CA report we can see date wise and product name wise how much quantity of product is sold out, and total sale of the product and total amount of that product. Let me show you. And we have to select the product and click on the show button. As you can see, the date and the details are showing here. The price of the petrol, the total sale of the petrol in liter, the total sale of petrol in amount, and different payment method like credit sale and credit amount, credit total amount, and all the payment method is showing here. As you can see, we can also export this details in Excel from the Excel export button. So friends, as you can see, this details is exported in the Excel. And we can also see the staff-wise collection report by searching them date-wise and staff name-wise. And we can see the date and the nozzle in which this particular staff is present. We can see the net liter and net amount, total sale in credit, POS, UPI, expense, CBI, SBI and HP Pay, and total cash amount is showing here. We can also print this report, and the shortcuts of the section is given here in the dashboard, as you can see. So overall, this is our software. If you adopt this software, it will very helpful to manage day-to-day work and reports. So I hope you like this video and have a good day. Thank you.